Kia ora, hara mai. I want to take you back to the time when magic was possible.
It still is.
Yeah, it still is. Now this land was flat. There weren't any volcanoes. There was a range of mountains out there, still there. There's another one out that way, the Hunuas. Now this was a time when the land was occupied by the Patu Pita here. The Patu Pita here are, some people call them fairy people, but they were light sensitive people. So they conducted their business in the dark, in the mist, in the depths of the forests, and they only came out of the forests at night. If the sunlight hit them, they would turn to stone. Once a year, they would come down to the Tamaki estuary and harvest. They would come on the longest night. These nights we're having now, matariki. The people from the Waitakares, their tohunga was called Tiriwa. Now Tiriwa is the Merlin of this landscape. On the other side, Koiwiriki was the rangatira. He had a few tricks too, he wasn't bad. And now, so their people would meet up every year down there and, you know, say hello. Koiwiriki had a daughter, Hinemairangi. She was a babe. Tamadea lived on Whakaari, Lion Rock. Original Piha surf lifesaver. Ripped. He didn't have to take his shirt off. He didn't have a shirt. Wow. Hinemairangi saw him, he saw her, not sure on the detail. Next thing you know, they're both living out at Lion Rock together. Her father, when he heard about this, was not happy. So he came across with a taua, a band of staunch men ready for anything, ready for push and shove. Walking staunch too. Tiriwa did not take kindly to this. He made volcanoes erupt out of the earth around them. And of course, Koiwiriki, he had a few tricks in his bag. He started pushing the lava flows back towards the Waitakere, saying, bring it on, cuz, bring it on. And so Tiriwa, he gathered all the clouds above the Waitakeres, just like they are now, bunched them up, and as the lava moved towards him, he spread them out in the deluge, stilled the lava flows. And then he captured the cloud above in the sky to form this thick black blanket of cloud. We sort of see it every Wednesday, really, don't we? And so Koiwiriki and his followers couldn't tell when it was day. They'd regrouped. They did get a bit sort of, you know, disoriented with the volcanoes. They regrouped and prepared to cross the Tamaki. And as they did so, thinking it was still night, Tiriwa punched holes in the black blanket of cloud. Shafts of light came down like laser beams, turned Koiwiriki and his army into stone. Meanwhile, Hinemairangi, Tamadea living out on Lion Rock, his mate gets washed off the rocks, where they all do. Still happening. He dived in after him, was never seen again. She waited 1 year. He never returned. And so on the longest night, this time of year as well, she made her way from Whakaari at Piha, across to Koiwiriki and the Stone Army, and then she went out to Maraitai. And on the beach of Maraitai, she got there before dawn. She sat down on the sand and waited. And when the sun came up, it turned her to stone. So when you're at Maraitai, there is one stone on the beach, and that is Hinemairangi.